the champion leader, do I offer thanks of victory. O Theotokos, thou who hast delivered me from
In the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Glory be to Jesus Christ.
Glory be forever.
I'm going to be rather frank with everybody because, for the most part, what I have to say is a pretty just blatant and easy statement. It doesn't make it easy to say. But I also will never give a sermon, at least I hope that I will never give a sermon, that isn't something that I also need to hear. And so I want to begin with a quote from St. Philaret of New York. And he said, "The basic objective of life is to save the soul for eternity. Let this be the main objective and concern of your life. Woe unto him who destroys his soul through indifference and carelessness." And I know that I've spoken before in different sermons at different times about the opposite of love. And the opposite of love is not hate, as most people think, but rather indifference or not caring. Because what hurts more? Somebody paying attention to you to express that they hate you, to know something about you in order to form that, or to think you so insignificant that you don't matter at all. You are nothing to them. And that hurts more. That is something that we hold more deeply as something between us and our fellow man, that we can treat them as nothing. And the point of the sermon being rather frank today is that word, indifference. That woe should come upon us, as St. Philaret said, if we destroy our soul through indifference. Because the bottom line is that you have to care. You have to want to actually save your soul. Otherwise, there's no point in doing anything that you're doing. We were told at Camp Nazareth that if we were going to begin something, and I believe Father Miles Ladinak told me this, if you're going to do anything, make the sign of the cross beforehand, because if you don't, you're just setting yourself up for failure. Why would you expect you can do something without God? So thank him and ask him that he help you. And then if you succeed, thank him again, that he was there for you. It's the same thing with the entirety of our life. Why would you be indifferent to the fact that inevitably we will all die, and if we have not prepared ourselves for the fact that we are facing eternity, what have you done? I don't like how much that's reverberating. But if you haven't done anything, and you reach eternity, that you are in God's kingdom, the gift God gave you of your life was wasted. You were indifferent. You treated his love as nothing. And we see that in the gospel today. That the rich young man tried. He had a little bit of care. He brought his problems to God and said, I'm really trying here. I've learned everything from the scriptures so far, but I still feel like something's lacking. So what can I do? And Christ begins by reiterating the commandments. Like, let's make sure we set the ground rules here of what you should be doing with your life. And the young man says, well, I'm doing all these things. I'm working on them. I've been keeping them since my youth. But I still feel like I'm lacking something. He had the same sort of care that all of us can begin with, that we know we have to do something, but we're looking for what it might be. And the moment that Christ told him something he didn't want to hear, that was it. Indifference. Care out the window. I'm not going to give up what I have. Doesn't matter. I'm okay enough right now because Christ said if you will be perfect. So obviously the opposite of that is, I'm doing okay. I don't need to take the extra step. I don't need to care. I tried my best, Lord. Thank you, but no thanks. And we have to look at our lives in the same way. What are we bringing to God and saying, I'm really doing okay with this. I've been listening to you, God. I've been trying. And then what is God going to tell us that we're lacking that we won't want to hear? What is God going to tell us is the missing step between us and our eternal salvation that we're not quite getting? And when he tells us that, are we going to be okay hearing it? It's just a frank and very simple fact. You have to care. Because your lack of care isn't going to do anything. God's not going to look and say, well, you were doing your best. You were floating along there. He wants to see your effort. If anybody's come to me in confession, I've told you this, that God does not want a perfectly wrapped box like we see on Christmas. You're not going to get there because we're not perfect. He wants to see your effort. He wants to see that you try. If you sin 1,000 times in a year, and the next year you sin 999, you did something incredible. That small amount of care to do one less of something wrong, to bring ourselves one step closer, that might be the thing that we were missing. That thing that we don't want to hear that God's telling us. Do not lose yourself to indifference. And I've thought of this, and I'll close with this, that in the book of Revelation, as we were discussing it at spiritual education this past week, in the book of Revelation there are letters to different churches. And one of the last churches is the church of Laodicea, and they are attacked. They are told that they're wrong for being one thing, and that is lukewarm. That is the essence of indifference. Be hot or be cold. Choose a side, but don't just lay there and do nothing. Don't be lukewarm. Do something. Care. God already cares about you. He loves you. Just get a little bit of that back. And we'll see what wonders that produces in all.